Hello, I am a gynecologist who cares about women's health, all aspects of it. Don't you think that vaginal health, intimate hygiene, a very important aspect of women's health, is neglected? I think so too. Vaginal health or intimate hygiene is at risk due to multiple factors. Most importantly, the lifestyle, hydration, that means drinking lots of fluids, dietary habits of avoiding junk food, inappropriate measures for cleansing the vagina and the vulva, which includes epilatory techniques, perfumes, deodorants, and other cosmetics. In fact, all these measures have the potential for damaging vaginal health, the ecosystem, and may also be associated with proliferation of several germs, some of them quite dangerous infections. It would surprise you to know that vaginal health is protected by its own ecoflora, very similar to the gut flora which protects the health of the intestines, with the difference that vaginal flora has fluctuations during the menstrual cycle and therefore requires a delicate balance at all times on all days of a woman's period cycle. The pH of the vagina is optimally to be maintained at 3.8 to 4.5, and a disturbance of this can result in adverse discharge, complaints, and infections. It will also very likely disturb the sexual health of the woman. Well, lactobacilli are the magic bacteria which inhabit the vagina at all times, need to be protected, and they maintain the pH at around 4.5 to 5.5. About 75% of adult women will suffer at least one episode of vulvovaginal candidiasis during their lifetime. Does this surprise you? Well, there is more coming, because 40 to 45% of these women will have 2 or more episodes of infections. 30 to 40% of pregnant women worldwide have vulvovaginal candidiasis, which can well be avoided by maintaining good hygiene. In our country, the prevalence of all these infections is around 30 to 32% of the entire women's population, which is fairly a very high figure, I must say. There are several risks of being unable to maintain intimate hygiene. In the adolescent, it may manifest as repeated urinary tract infections. Repeated infections can lead to infertility later in life. During the reproductive years in a sexually active woman, these infections can affect the uterus. It can ascend up into the tubes as well and result in a chronic condition called pelvic inflammatory disease, which is quite painful and incapacitating. During pregnancy, infections can play havoc. They can cause miscarriages. They can cause prematurity. They can also infect the baby, and therefore very important aspect of pregnancy care is prevention of infections by maintaining intimate hygiene. During the postmenopause, when hormones are at a decline, the tissues are very delicate, the pH is unbalanced, and there are higher risk of infections, especially because the lactobacillus also deplete. These women have their own special needs, and there can be herbal cosmetics which are very much suitable for women of this age, where chemical needs to be avoided.